Breaking right now, President Trump just told the American people that the U.S. military campaign against Iran is moving substantially ahead of schedule. American service members are already in the fight. Casualties are mounting. The Pentagon says this could stretch on for weeks. And here is what most people are still missing. The biggest wave of strikes hasn't even happened yet. Stay with me. This is developing fast. Good evening, everyone. I'm Hannah Miller. Welcome to Hannah Miller News, where we report the facts, cut through the noise, and tell you exactly what is happening and why it matters to you. Tonight, we are covering the most significant military action America has taken in more than 2 decades. On day 3 of this conflict, President Donald Trump says the joint U.S. and Israeli operation against Iran is ahead of its original timeline. And the White House is making one thing crystal clear. This mission is far from over. To understand where we are tonight, you need to know how we got here. For years, U.S. and Israeli officials have been sounding the alarm about Iran's nuclear program and its growing arsenal of ballistic missiles. They warned repeatedly that Iran was inching closer and closer to the ability to build a nuclear weapon. In late February, that warning reached a breaking point. U.S. intelligence confirmed that Iran had moved dangerously close to weaponizing its nuclear capabilities. The window to act, officials believed, was closing fast. So on February 28, just 3 days ago, the United States and Israel launched a massive coordinated airstrike campaign. They called it Operation Epic Fury. The targets were Iranian military sites, missile facilities, naval bases, and nuclear-related infrastructure. And in those very first hours, Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed, along with key defense officials. That single strike changed everything. Iran's government declared national mourning. Within hours, Iranian forces and their proxies began firing back, hitting targets across the Gulf and striking Israel directly. The conflict did not stay inside Iran's borders. Here is the situation on the ground tonight. U.S. and Israeli jets have now struck more than 2,000 targets inside Iran. Air defense systems, missile launchers, naval bases, and nuclear facilities. President Trump told reporters the campaign has already knocked the crap out of them. He also confirmed that multiple Iranian naval vessels have been sunk. But Iran is hitting back hard. Iranian missiles and drones have struck U.S. allies across the Gulf region. The American embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, was struck by drones that forced the State Department to order non-essential personnel out of 6 countries and issue a direct warning to all American citizens in the region to leave immediately. Meanwhile, Israel has pushed into southern Lebanon, exchanging heavy fire with Hezbollah, Iran's most powerful proxy force. Strikes hit both Beirut and Tehran again today. And the human cost is rising. The Pentagon has confirmed 6 American service members have been killed in Iranian retaliatory strikes. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said more casualties are likely, but insists this will not become another endless war like Iraq. President Trump laid it out plainly. The original mission was projected to take 4 to 5 weeks. He says they are now substantially ahead of schedule. But he also confirmed that the biggest wave of American and Israeli strikes is still to come. And the administration has not ruled out ground troops, if that is what it takes to destroy Iran's nuclear program. Reactions are coming in fast from Washington. Democrats are calling for an immediate war powers vote in Congress. On the Republican side, some are fully behind the president while others are urging caution. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said plainly that the hardest hits are still ahead. Across the country, Americans are deeply concerned. Multiple polls show only about 1 in 4 Americans support these strikes. A CNN poll found 59% disapprove, with most saying they fear this drags on and costs more American lives. Now let's talk about what this means for you at home. First, your wallet. Oil prices jumped more than 6% the moment strikes began. Brent crude is pushing toward $80 a barrel. Analysts say every $10 increase in oil adds roughly 25 cents to a gallon of gas. The national average is already past $3 in many states, and experts forecast increases almost every single day this week. If Iran closes the Strait of Hormuz, the waterway that carries 1/5 of the world's oil, those numbers spike even higher. Second, safety. Thousands of American troops are stationed across the Gulf right now. The State Department evacuation orders have put thousands of U.S. civilians into emergency mode, trying to get out of the region. Third, politics. This is the biggest national security test of President Trump's second term. And finally, the bigger picture: higher energy costs flow into everything. Groceries, shipping, heating bills. A prolonged conflict could mean lasting financial pressure on millions of American families. So what comes next? The Pentagon says the most intense phase of strikes is still ahead. Israel continues operations against Hezbollah in Lebanon. Iran has threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz. Diplomatic channels remain open. President Trump has said nuclear talks could be much easier now. But Iran's new leadership has so far refused direct talks with the United States. Congress debates war powers this week. Markets will react to every headline. And the human toll will continue to grow. This is not a story happening on the other side of the world that doesn't touch your life. American men and women are in the fight right now. Your gas prices are already moving. Your family budget is already connected to what happens next in the Persian Gulf. And the decisions being made in Washington and Tehran tonight will shape the Middle East and America's role in the world for years to come. We will keep bringing you verified updates as this story develops. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a critical update. Drop your questions in the comments. Our team reads every one. Stay safe. Stay informed. I'm Hannah Miller, and this is Hannah Miller News. Reporting the facts, no spin. We'll see you in the next update. Good night.